Hi, it's Angie from Sunny Side Up Living Vlog, and today I'm going to be sharing a recipe for you, not for something that you're going to bake, but for something that you're going to use in the garden. I call it compost coffee. Let's get to it. Now all you need to make this compost coffee is a 5-gallon bucket, something to stir it with. You can use an old paint stick or any kind of stick you have laying around. You're going to have to fill about a third of the bucket with compost. Now, you can use compost that you make yourself. We have a compost bin. We actually have 3 that Matt built. But if you don't have compost handy that you've made yourself, you can always go to a local garden store and they will have some bagged compost that you can use as well. And what we're going to do is you're going to fill that bucket a third of the way with your compost, and then we're going to fill it the rest of the way with water, and we'll use our stir stick. Then all we're going to need to do after that is actually stir it a couple times over the next 5 days or so, and you will have an amazing organic fertilizer that you can use for your vegetables and your flowers. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill this bucket then about 2 inches shy of the top with water, and then we'll use a stir stick to stir it. Now, as I'm doing this, I just want to bring up that it's really best if you only use well water or distilled water for this. That way you're not getting the chlorine from any kind of purified water in your compost mixture. So we have an actual water purification system for our house, but for everything that we do outside, we are just using our well water. Another thing that I would like to bring up about this compost mixture is that it's totally scalable. We have a pretty large garden here at Sunny Side Up, but if you have a small garden, you can still make your own compost, make it in a smaller container, and just use that same ratio of a third compost and the rest of the way water, especially if you have to run out and buy distilled water or make distilled water if you don't have well water handy. And then the other thing, I'm going to go ahead and start stirring this up, is that this is something that you would really want to apply to your plants maybe once every week or so, week to 10 days. Every single day isn't something that's needed. And so what I'm going to do is, why I like to call it compost coffee, is that I am going to stir it, and then it is going to actually brew over several days. So about 2 to 3 times a day, I'm going to be stirring this mixture up. In between, I'm going to be storing it in our barn. If you don't have a barn, you can use your garage. If you have little kids, you're going to want to put the bucket up somewhere where they can't reach it or anything. But again, it is a really great all-natural fertilizer that you can use for your plants, and they will love it, and they will thrive and grow like crazy. That's it for today. For more simple gardening advice like this one, hit subscribe.